Welcome back to Terror by the Bay. I'm David. So it's Thursday, the 26th of January. Hot news out there. Donald Trump is going to get his Facebook and Instagram pages back. Yay. Okay, so I was thinking what I might throw and see how he's feeling, but who cares how he's feeling? He's great. He's always great. What I want to know more is what's going to be the impact of this, if any, to people that would vote Republican versus non-Republican voters. So two throws on that one. How will this work out for people who vote Republican? Will they care, or is this a big meh type moment for them? And then how will this impact people who vote more for the non-sedition party out there? That's not fair. Not all Republicans voted for the seditionists, but they're in their party. Okay, first off, how will people who are right-leaning and vote right-leaning, how will they take to this? Will this make a difference on them? Okay, so we've got the fighting. The fighting is back. And Wheel of Fortune. Cross with the Wheel of Fortune. So it's, I think what they're saying, this isn't like, I don't think they're looking at this like, yeah, we've got a fighting chance now. We're going to retake the House. We're going to take Congress. We're going to take the presidency and get our work done. I think what they're going to see is, oh, he's back. Here comes the fighting and the arguments and everything else. And karma, you got the karmic wheel here, but that's going to just be, it's the same old circle. He's going to be airing his grievances about the election that was stolen from him, so on and so forth. Okay, so the right wingers are kind of seeing that. So for now, I'm going to do I'll do a 6-carder on that one. Okay, so in the past, King of Cups. Again, that can be an emotionally mature person. That would not be Donald Trump. Could be a very emotionally immature person. That would be Donald. You have Donald, the emotionally immature person, and you've got Biden, who is the emotionally mature person in the room. So they can, you can contrast what's going on between presidencies. And now you have this nostalgia. So again, there's going to be that play towards the good old days. Remember the good old days? The good old days. We need to get back to the good old days. And but does that mean it's the good old days with Donald Trump in charge, or is that the good old days before there was so much animosity? Yeah, there we go. There's the happy Republican card. They want that sunshine. They want the rainbow. They want the happy families. Again, some reviewers, some readers, that's their card for the GOP. So they want that harmony with it, but they're just so tired. They're tired. They're exhausted, and it makes sense, right? The GOP, the MAGA crowd, it's just all about, or even Fox News, it's all about outrage and generating outrage, and you're tired after a while. It's just exhausting. All the fighting is exhausting, and all they want is just calmer times. They want calmer, happier times. They want things. You gotta say, they want stuff for their kids. They want a legacy. They want a family. They want to have good times again. They're tired of being tired. And it's the offers that they don't want. I think Trump being back on there, he's going to just air out his grievances, and people are just tired of it. They're getting tired of it. They're tired of that same thing being offered to them over and over again. Okay, so underneath it is strength. So it's going to be a challenge for supporters of the GOP. That, do you want to go back to the fighting? Do you want to go back to just always bickering and arguing and getting emotional and getting into fights when all you really want is a reduction in inflation? All you want is the ability to, afford food again. Food prices have gone way up. Inflation's gone way up. There's concerns about the economy. The GOP ran on inflation, yet the first things they do the first acts that they pass have nothing to do with reducing inflation. They have everything to do with taking away women's rights and trying to pass try to get a vote on the Fair Tax Act, which is going to be a huge boon to the elites and big business, but it's not going to help the average person. They just want they want that time when the Republicans were fiscally responsible. Well, they said they were fiscally responsible. They never really were. They just like to spend their money on the military complex rather than on social programs. That's the big difference. They really want to get down to brass tacks. Okay, so it doesn't look like it's a huge boon for his returning to Facebook and Instagram. Isn't a huge boon for the Republicans. What's it going to be like for the Democrats? I imagine we're going to see more exhaustion on this one. The thing is, the Democrats would just as soon that Trump go away and never be seen again. But he's really good for getting young people out to vote, because they just do not want this person to have a sniff of power again, because we won't have our democracy. If he gets in again, we'll be lucky if we have a democracy. And that's really overstating it or understating it. We won't have a democracy. He will do everything in his power to stay in power for the rest and put his family in power for the rest of his life. Okay, so but parking all that, what's this going to do for the GOP? The wealthy guy's back, the smug wealthy guy. I've got all my things. I've got my Instagram back. I got my Facebook back. Let the crap begin. And across with the Empress. So, the Empress is somebody who's concerned about other people and other people's well-beings, making sure that everybody is taken care of. This on the low energy is only concerned about if he's being taken care of. So that's kind of the cross of, do we care about the planet and society in general when we've got this really selfish person that's out there trying to make himself popular again. So in the past, we have the star. I don't know if that's the star reverse where Trump was a failed star, but I think this is probably the happiness that he was gone. He was removed from social media and his star was in decline. But that's the past. Now he's going to be back. He's going to be on social media. What do you do with it? Okay, back to work. This could be have we done enough to prevent this person from coming back into power? Have we done enough as a society to move past him? If you've had a couple years to catch your breath, now you're going to have to get back to work again. That's pretty much what I'm getting from that. And your family in this country depend on this, your money too. But what really depends on this is your lineage, because if not to put too fine a point on it, which I've never been accused of, Trump gets back in, we have an authoritarian government. Plain and simple. If the Republicans take over Congress, we will be that much closer to an oligarchy. They've already made that clear with their tax plan that they want to put out there. No chance of passing it out, but give them control of the House and the Senate and the presidency. That could very well happen. Lesson to be learned. This is just, it's just the stuff of nightmares. Him back on social media is kind of the stuff of nightmares, because here we go again. Here comes the fighting. Here comes the argy-bargy. It's draining to have to fight for your very survival. And it's not like we're the Ukraine or something along those lines, but we're closer to that than a lot of people realize. Outcome, High Priestess. It's trusting. Okay, the outcome is women and the wisdom of women. They've been fooled once by this guy back in 2016. Suburban women rejected him in 2020 when all they want to do is take care of their family and take care of people around them and get their rights back. The last thing they want to do is put this guy back in power. He had the support of the evangelicals, and now all of a sudden he's against the evangelicals. Well, that's convenient for you. Knight of Pentacles. Going forward, Could be like a mercenary type vibe. It could be the false knight. It's just, it's going forward. This guy's going forward with his plan, or it could be going forward to protect yourself. But honestly, it's action. People, and that's what it is. It's action. People need to go forward. They need to roll up their sleeves. You're not out of the woods yet. We have about a 1-year reprieve, and we need to start, getting ready for the 2024 election and trying to make sure that the Democrats have secured the House and the Senate and the presidency, so that maybe some agendas just to protect our democracy are put in place. So Trump on Instagram and Facebook, yeah, he's back. Yeah, it's going to be a nightmare for the left, but I think they're gonna get their way through this. And honestly, I don't think the members of the GOP that he would really be appealing to are really that interested. Yeah, oh, he's back, yay. Okay, so that's my reading on that. I think in the end, it's more hand-wringing for the Dems, meh for the Republicans. We'll be all right. Thank you.